Welcome back to another episode of the House Always Wins podcast. I'm Joey Andron.
I'm Chance Vanek.
And today we got a pretty exciting podcast.
We do.
I mean, I'm really pumped.
Well, I'm really pumped too because we're getting some traction here. We're getting the process down, how to film these things, how to record these things, how to edit these things, and it's starting to become fun.
Starting to flow, baby.
Starting to flow.
Yeah,
Let's jump into it.
Yeah, man, I'm particularly excited about the real estate market here in Las Vegas. Today, we're going to give you a full market update, and we're going to run through some different scenarios and show you exactly what your money can buy you in today's market. Because let's face it, there's a lot of chatter in this market, right? Whether you're in Las Vegas, you're in California, you're in Florida, right? Everybody's kind of going, they're beating to the same drum, so to speak, right?
Yeah, there's chatter not only in the real estate, but just financial distress maybe, or concern, financial concern throughout the nation right now.
Yeah. I mean, credit card debt is at an all-time high right now. People are crying the blues. Everything is basically, all the costs of goods and services have basically doubled.
Yeah, Taco Bell, out of this world, like the pricing.
You still go to Taco Bell?
Well, my kids like Taco Bell.
Oh, okay.
But, dude, Taco Bell used to be the place where you go when you only had change in the ashtray.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's the ashtray. So we're talking
that
a long
chicken
time
soft
ago.
taco.
But, you could go to Taco Bell for like $10 and feed a few people.
Sure.
You can't do that anywhere anymore.
No.
Yeah.
Even, fast food. Yeah. So my family loves to go to Shake Shack on a cheat day, right? Yes. My wife, so she gets those cravings. She's like, I want to go to Shake Shack. Yeah. And I'm like, God, because I already know it's going to be $100. $100. Because I'm going to get 2 beers.
Oh, they have beers.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what's that right there? $20 for the 2 beers?
Easily.
Yeah, see, that's so $80 without the booze. Still $80 for a lunch, for
little
lunch.
Burgers.
But okay, Shake Shack, dude, in Newport Beach. Actually, I'm sorry, Crystal Cove, which is between Newport Beach and what's the other one? What's the you had Laguna Beach?
Laguna.
I've seen it before. It's this little burger joint right on the side of PCH on a cliff overlooking the ocean. And I was like, I have to go there. When we were just down there for spring break, we were on the PCH going from my cousin's house to my other cousin's house. Okay. I was like, I called her Aunt Judy. Aunt Judy, we got to stop at Shake Shack. We stopped there, bro. Oh, my God. If it was $200 for burgers and beers, you would go there because it
was that good?
It can't be bad because of the view, bro. The view. Yeah. So I'm going to put some footage up of this. I have a video that I made.
Okay.
So mean. The girls are so mean. And like,
it might not be very strong.
the squirrel just left. Dad, we need to fry.
They have the best.
How is it? Really?
Yeah, they did say that.
Let me see, buddy. Hand me that. Hand me that bad boy. Let me see. It really doesn't matter what it tastes like with a view like this.
You'll never eat it.
Crystal Cove, CDM,
Crystal
Laguna
Cove.
Beach, wherever.
Yep.
Can't beat the view.
No, look at this. Are you videoing this?
Oh, yeah. Cheers. You got to see it. It's amazing. It's amazing. I've never been to the Shake Shack here, though.
Yeah, well, Shake Shack's at the district, and you're literally overlooking a parking lot. So, $80. I feel like I'm being taken advantage of.
Do they have new asphalt?
It's cobblestone because you're you're looking in through the district,
Fancy.
So it's pedestrian and there's cars that drive through. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not the beach.
Yeah.
And it's still $80.
Yeah, everything's better at the beach.
Everything's better.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? It's kind of funny because my wife and I talk about this all the time. Yeah. Every time that we go somewhere, and you would think that they must have the most amazing food because of the location and the view. They always lack on food.
Well, real quick before we jump into this exciting stuff about these home sales, especially for the highest home sale this or last month, let's do a real quick overrated, underrated. And I got a question for you.
Okay, go.
In reference to the beach. Sex on the beach, overrated, underrated?
The drink or the actual emotion?
Both. Because I know you've experienced both.
I used to drink a lot of sex on the beaches.
Oh, overrated, underrated?
I have to say it's overrated.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
So because the drinks get me like, with
Yeah.
the little thing, like it's like
Oh.
the sweetness, and
Yeah.
then the sex on the beach, you just get sand in your butt.
Yeah,
Sand in the
dude,
crack.
Overrated. Both overrated. Boo. Best name ever for drinks and activity.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, buddy. Sorry to take over. Go ahead. Bring it in. Bring us back to reality here.
This brings us back to the desert, right? All right, so we're gonna jump right in here. We're gonna do a market update, and I think you guys are gonna be pleasantly surprised on the activity that we have here. So this is the homepage of the MLS, and I always look at this graph right here. Right, it's gonna show us the closed sales, active, new, and our current supply. So let's look back here at 2023. Back in January of 2023, we had sold 1,869 homes. Okay. Then we just cruised on up to 3,176 in March. And then we had some ebbs and flows in the market. Then we went up to 3,291. Of course, we had a drop here because interest rates just went haywire and people were really trying to figure out their footing and the affordability. Sellers didn't want to sell. So there was a lot of uncertainty here. But now I think this market has really started to find its footing because let's look at January. We were at 2,147 homes, and then we jumped up to February, 2,664,
Okay.
and now we're up to 2,837.
Oh, wow.
So we're cruising, man.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
So I think there's a lot of activity in the marketplace. Number one, because of the weather.
Yeah.
Right? The weather always dictates sales, and I think in most industries, right? So you come into that springtime season, people are, getting out of that winter mindset,
Yes.
right? Spring cleaning.
Yeah.
We need a bigger house. Maybe we
Yes.
need a smaller house, right? The kids are going to be going to school in the summertime. Let's try to figure things out before we go on summer vacation, maybe.
Yeah.
Right. So, and also I think, there has been some fluctuations with interest rates, but I believe now sellers are more inclined to offer those selling concessions.
Yeah, more inclined for the seller concessions. And at least in my experience, the folks who are purchasing now, they've been on the sidelines for 8, 12, 16, 24 months, waiting to see how things are going to go. Because when I joined the team about a year ago, a little over a year ago, I think it was the end of January, early February, that's when everything was kind of getting really weird, like what's going to happen, where are we going? And most of the deals that I've had closed, well, all of the deals that I've had closed except for one in the past 7 months, were folks who had been watching the market for a long, long time, studying and figuring out, okay, this is where it's at, man. And it's continuing to rise, at least in the properties that they were looking at. I did have one client, they actually didn't ever consider buying. They had lost their ass big time in 2008. They didn't want that to happen again. They had a rental for over 13 years. The dude never raised the rent. So they were paying it was a single family, single story house. I think they've been paying like $1,450 or something crazy.
Oh my God.
Right, for like 13 years. And then the guy's like, hey, we're going to sell the house. And they're like, okay. He called me up. Can you help me with this? Sure. They wanted a crazy price. So we got him a new build.
No kidding.
Yep, got him a new build. Yeah.
How fast did that home sell?
So that was the thing. I said, what about new build? And they're like, well, we need to move out. Like, we have like 60 days. I said, dude, we've got standing inventory. We found a beautiful Richmond American home, standing inventory in the area we're going to discuss today in the Southwest, right down the street from those DR Horton homes, and put the deal together. They even got like a 4.5% interest rates. And this is when things were like at 7+. Yeah, they were really high, and they were ecstatic. Brand new house.
So, and I think that's what a lot of people don't really understand is that there are opportunities out there.
Yes.
Just because you're looking, you're watching the news and, the talking heads are out there saying, the Feds are going to, reduce rates 6 times this year. Then it was 4 times. Now they're not going to reduce anymore. And then they're hinting that they are going to reduce rates. If you just block out that chatter and just look for the deals and opportunities, I've been able to negotiate some stellar closing costs for my clients from direct sellers. Now, home builders are a completely different animal because they buy baskets of interest rates and they buy it down. So once those are depleted, then they have to do it again.
Yeah.
So, just you have to know what you're looking for. You have to know the inventory and work with somebody who can negotiate on your behalf, right?
Yeah, is someone exactly who can negotiate on your behalf, someone who's just not afraid to ask.
Yeah.
Because I think there's so many agents who just want the deal to get done, and they don't want to piss off the builder and, you know, potentially lose something.
Sure.
And they're just afraid to ask. Like standing inventory, Lennar home in the Arches. It was one of the models, 2.4. It was 2.4, I believe. And my clients fell in love with it after looking. I'd helped these clients now for like 16 months. We had been looking, and then they backed out because things were getting crazy. And they fell in love with the house. They said, we don't want to lose this. Let's offer full price. And I said, can I just ask on your behalf? Can I just ask? You know, so I started like 200K under on your advice.
Yeah.
And we ended up getting 150K under the full price,
And
which
they
they
were
were willing to pay.
And they were stoked.
And, well, they were like, now these folks, they're in their late 60s. They have bought and sold many houses over the years. And they're like, how did you do that? Like, what's wrong with the house? Why are they dropping 100? I was like, dude, like how many people right now are spending cash?
Cash, yeah.
$2.4 million ready to close. Like they wanted to close quick if they could. They're not going to let you walk away, man.
Sure.
But you just have to ask.
You have to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people think that they're going to lose the deal.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as the buyers are willing to have that conversation, which I think most buyers are, because they're like, hey, if you could save me some money, just go ahead and do it.
Sure. But it blew my mind how they were like, then he's calling me like 20 minutes later. He's like, what's wrong with the house if they were willing to do?
Oh yeah.
Like,
and that's the flip side, right?
Yeah,
If
yeah.
they're like, oh man, wait a second. Maybe we could have got a little bit more off, right? Let's go back. And then sometimes you open that can of worms and you're like, oh man.
What did I do? Yeah. You got to do it.
But yeah, I mean, those deals are out there. So you really just have to go out there and look and work with somebody who's experienced in the marketplace like us. And, you know, we can get you those deals. But I love to see this activity right here, right? So we've obviously jumped up quite a bit here. Over here since January, we've sold, you know, I mean, every month we're going up. That's like an additional like 700 homes on top of what we sold in January. So that's fantastic. Our active, now look at this. In February, we had 6,593 homes on the market. Now this is a broad stroke. So this is a $50,000 home in the northeast part of town to a $25 million home at the Summit Club, right? So 6,593, and then we reduced that to 5,915 homes. So our inventory is going down. So let's look at the supply here.
What is that, 2 months maybe?
Well,
or less?
We're going to find out right now. So here back in February, we had 2.5 months, and now we're down to 2.2 months of inventory. So what do you think that's going to do to prices?
I have
Stabilize?
Oh, definitely.
Make them go up?
I'm thinking maybe the other way. We're going into selling season. Folks have to have a place to live. You know, like you said, school's getting out soon. Here, my kids get out of school the end of May.
Yeah.
What is it, April? Dude,
we're right there.
If you're planning on moving, like they want to be settled in for the summer. You know?
And everybody knows that springtime is the buying season and selling season, right? Depending on what side of the coin you're on. Now let's go ahead and look at new. So we did add these homes to the market, right? So in February, we were at 3,876 and we jumped up to 3,970. But again, I mean, we absorbed those homes.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's pretty incredible. I love to see it. So let's go ahead and jump into the median home price for Las Vegas. Now, this is all price ranges, single family home. Let's actually start with previously owned. These are resale homes. 2,000 to 2,500 square feet, 3 bedrooms. As you can see here in January, we are sitting at 480,000. February, 482,500, and now we are 485,000. So we're just inching our way up, right? Jeez. Back here at our high, we were at 501, and then we started to come down a little bit, find our footing, and now we're just right. So of course we're gonna have ebbs and flows in the market, right?
Of course,
you know, every market's gonna bring price reductions, price increases. So it just really depends on the time of season and what that inventory looks like, right?
Yeah, Vegas is holding strong.
It's holding strong, baby.
And geez, so much happening in the valley. So many things coming to the valley. Mm-hmm. I know we briefly discussed this before the podcast. We said we weren't going to touch on it, but some things leaving the valley as well, like the Tropicana.
Yep. They seized all operations today.
Yep.
Right. Today was
April
the day.
2nd. Yep.
Imagine they did it yesterday.
Yeah.
April Fools.
That would. Oh, I wonder if they. Change of plans.
Change of plans. That would be awesome.
No sad stories here, though. Let's go past that.
All right, so that's the median home price, right? So what can you get in Las Vegas for this median home price of $485,000? All right, so let's just go ahead and jump into new homes.
Let's do it.
All right.
What area? Where are we at?
The Southwest.
Okay.
So Southwest Silverado Ranch area is where you're going to find your lowest barrier of entry because it's not a master plan. Unless you go all the way out on the west side in Blue Diamond, or excuse me, off of Blue Diamond, you're going to have Mountain's Edge.
Yeah.
That's a master plan community. Anywhere between the 15 and Mountain's Edge, you really just have some like old podunk kind of like equestrian properties, and then you have these subdivisions, right, popping up. So you have American West, DR Horton, KB Home. They're building all these little subdivisions. So it's not really a controlled environment like an Inspirada, Summerlin, Sky Canyon, right? So you're going to have your lowest price per square foot in this area. So here we go. This is a new KB Home community. It's called the Elliston. And KB Home, if you like their style in one location, you're going to like them all over because they don't deviate from their floor plans that much. I think in Summerlin West, they started to design a different style of home, but that's for a completely different podcast. Here we have the typical homes. You have the 2469, and this is the which one is this? Here we go. Let me open this up. So 8191, great. So that's the address here. Where's my square footage? This is the 2469 plan here. So this is what $450,000 is going to buy you. Let me go back here. $439,990 is a 2469. It's 2,469 square feet. It's one of their most popular floor plans. With KB, rule of thumb is you're always going to add 10% of the base price for your options.
Ooh, that's going to bring that up real quick.
It is going to bring it up. However, it's going to be your, out of all the new home builders, 10% is going to be your most reasonable.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just go ahead and say $439,990 plus 10%. That's going to put you at $483,000. That's going to put you right at that median home price. Mm-hmm. Now, of course, every community has different lot premiums. Yeah. They could go from zero, in this case in the Southwest, up to about $25,000.
Okay. Depending if
it's a corner lot or if you have a deeper backyard.
So I'm thinking this would probably, what's the model on that one again?
2469.
Oh, 2469. Do they have any standing inventory on their website or no?
Not at this community because this is a brand new community.
Okay.
All right. But for this home, if you wanted something a little bit different, you have 1998 square feet, 464, 469 for 2124, and 2469 for the actually it says 494. So I don't know what that price was up top, but 494,000. So you're still going to be somewhere around 550,000.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
But it's a brand new home, 10-year warranty, 1 year interior, all the manufacturer's warranties. Mm-hmm. So that goes a long way. Now, if you looked at a resale, this is in the Southwest. Let's check this out. So, you can look at this criteria. As you can see, $489,000 to $499,000, 3-bedroom, single-family home. And we're going to look on the map here. There's really not much. Up here in the north part of Vegas and Northwest,
there's nothing in the Southwest.
There's hardly anything here. So let's look at Enterprise, 495, because it's the same area. You can get a single story. 1471 square feet. It was built in 2006. The lot is just under 4,000 square feet. And let's see.
That's 1,400 square feet versus 2,500.
2469. So a little bit more, $40,000, $50,000 more. You can really increase that and get a brand new home.
Sure.
But this is what the median home price will buy you in the Southwest. Typically, single stories are always going to be a little bit more expensive than the 2 stories.
Sure.
But this looks nice.
Yeah, it's radical flooring.
They put new granite countertops. I would paint the cabinets. Probably get a new refrigerator that fits. You got some window coverings here.
Yeah, interesting that they skimped on the cabinets. Got those original maple cabinets.
Really, you could just paint these cabinets, put some pulls on them, and you're done.
I'm having a hard time believing that's real quartz by judging by those cabinets.
What do you think it would be? Petrofina, like the cultured marble?
Or a laminate that looks like quartz.
These are quartz countertops for sure.
Put that nice quartz on those maple cabinets.
I wonder what was there before. Probably Formica, right?
Oh my gosh. Anyways,
yeah. So this is what you can get in the Southwest, but you know what's you know where the real value is?
What's that
right now?
friend?
In the Northwest.
The
north part of Vegas.
Northwest, Northeast. There's some stuff in the Northeast. And folks who work at Nellis in the military, Air Force, that could be a good buy for them.
Yeah. Okay. So look at this. This is $499,000. This is in Tule Springs. This is like dead north. This whole area is doing really well. All right. Well, we can't see because it has one picture.
Yeah.
Good job. Good job, listing agent.
You know what that means? That was been a rental for 20 years, and it's original carpet, original everything, and it's needs a lot of TLC.
A lot of TLC. Well, let's look at this one. It's $499, 1813 square feet, 3-bedroom. Again, look at this. Two pictures. Yeah, 3-car garage.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And you get carpet, tile. So, I mean, unless you have some money earmarked to make renovations, yes, you can find a really good deal and dress it up the way you want to. But if you just want to really close on a house and not have to worry, New Homes is where it's at.
Yeah, New Homes is where it's at. And then some people are concerned, like we touched on briefly, about if you have to move quickly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're thinking maybe 6, 8, 12 months for a new build.
Yeah.
But these builders have the standing inventory.
We have the standing inventory.
Well, can we go over to, okay, so that house was just under 2,500 square feet, and we're thinking, what, roughly 550? Okay. So just closed last week on a DR Horton house for some of our clients. It was just under 2,700 square feet. Symmetry, is it?
Symmetry Summit at Cadence, Symmetry
it's the
Bay at Cadence.
2665. You would think.
Which was it in the Northwest?
No, Southwest. It was right down the street from those KB homes. Anyhow, just under 20.
Spectrum Bay.
Spectrum. There we go. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. 2665.
2665.
Oh no, it's the next one up. Spectrum. Is it Falls? I think it's Falls. They've got 3 communities right there. They got Spectrum Bay, Spectrum Falls, and then the townhomes.
Spectrum Falls,
trails.
right here.
So you can, in this area right here, which is down the street from that KB home, you could get something in the mid 300s, which are connected townhomes. You can go up to the low 400s to mid 400s, which is, I think, the Bay. And then the Falls, you got the bigger house, is the 2665. That's almost 2,700 square feet. Express home, move-in ready. All appliances, dude, including washer and dryer. Refrigerator, everything ready to go. Blinds, ready to go.
Turnkey.
512,000 is what they closed at.
Yeah, that's great.
Right?
Yeah, look at this. Look at the master bedroom,
dude.
Yeah. And with DR Horton, they just say, hey, look, we have a wait list. This is how long it's going to take to be called, whether it's 30 days, 60 days, 90 days.
Yep.
But then once they call you, and they offer that home, hey, listen, we have one on this particular lot. It has this color cabinets. Do you want it or not? This is the price. Yep. And you can either say yay or nay.
Yep.
If you say yay, then it's usually about a 30-day close.
30-day close, yeah.
So you really don't have to wait too much. As soon as they give you that option, then you can close pretty quickly. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, DR Horton, most home builders are speccing out homes just so they can keep that production line going. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, this is a great opportunity, especially for a first-time home buyer, where you don't want to have to think about it too much. You just want to close on the house, have that new home warranty, have the appliances. Because let's face it, I mean, even when you buy a Toll Brothers home at Ascension or Mesa Ridge, and they have the big built-in Sub-Zeros, you can't even get those with Toll Brothers anymore.
Wow.
You have to buy that refrigerator and store it somewhere because there is a lead time.
Oh my God.
So you have to either warehouse it or get a storage room to house it until that house is done and they get it delivered and hooked up.
Well, you know, like they say, more money, more problems.
That's right. That's right. So this is actually really good. I really like that these home builders are starting to offer these standing inventory homes. But with everything going on in this city, why are people moving here, right? What are the key points?
Okay, I know because you already told me. You shared with me yesterday. the job economy.
Yes.
It's strong. Like we're one of the
Very
strongest
strong.
right now, right?
Yep.
I think you had some good stats.
So California, obviously being our neighboring state, and that's where the majority of the people are coming from, they finished dead last in job creation.
Oof.
Yeah. And Las Vegas, third.
Number three.
Oh,
geez.
Number 3. So our economy is actually booming. We have the production studio on the west side of town, which is going to create 10,000 jobs.
That's crazy.
It is wild. So a lot of people are moving here for so many reasons. Tropicana, we talked about. Oakland A's, that new ballpark is coming.
I know I didn't want to talk about sad stories, but what's going to happen to all those employees? How many employees did the Tropicana have that got laid off yesterday?
I'm
curious. And I wonder if they helped with job placement. Interesting.
Yeah, I'm sure that there was some sort of like job fair or something.
We're going to have to hit the streets.
Yeah.
Find out.
Pound the pavement. Grab your camera and microphone. Let's go.
Sorry to interrupt. Back to the...
But with that being said, with everybody moving here, let's talk about the highest closed sale
Oh, yes.
in February.
This is a fun one.
This is wild, man. This is wild. $25 million sale. It was on the market for 9 days. Now, I'm sure that it was off market for a particular amount of time. They probably negotiated the deal, popped it on the MLS, and then closed on it within those 9 days. But this home right here, check this sucker out. It's 107,597 square feet. The lot size is 692,604. That's like more than 5 acres. Check this out. Look at this palace.
Dude, that is crazy.
So this home is located at Spanish Hills.
No, Spanish Trail.
Is it Spanish Trails?
It's Spanish Trail.
Are you sure?
Old school, baby. Like the majority of this house.
It is Spanish Trail. So
runs-
Spanish Hills is they share the same community, 2 separate guard gates, but Spanish Hills has that more custom home, and then where Spanish Trail is more single family home and townhomes. But this big dog right here, this is incredible. Check this out.
Dude, that thing like spans, if you go down Durango between Tropicana, what's that damn street? Is it Russell? I'm not sure. But dude, you drive by it and it's a huge compound. It's amazing.
It honestly looks like a clubhouse or a hotel, right? Like, so
there-
look,
that's
there it
what
is.
that whole
Look at
corner
this.
right there. That's insane.
Is that Hacienda?
That's Durango. The one on the left is Trop. That must be Hacienda.
Yeah, here.
No, to the right. That one.
This
Going-
one, oh, this one here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is quite the estate.
That
Look
is
at
so
this.
awesome.
Look how big this is. You got 1, 2, 3 houses, 4 or 5 houses. You got what's this? Caretaker's residence. You got the guest villas, what, A and B? A, B, and C? What's this? Guest
crazy.
house over. I mean, this is crazy.
So it said in, I think, 2007-ish, Michael Jackson was living there.
Yeah, this is quite the estate. But what's really encouraging is that people that have the means to purchase an estate like this see the direction that Vegas is going. They see it as an opportunity to park this much money here.
Well, dude, I mean, $25 million, that is a lot of money. But is there anything near this size for sale currently right now for $25 million?
Not this size lot.
That's just
I mean,
crazy.
This is wild. How many gallons of water did you say?
Let me see.
Is it 50,000 gallons?
It was a lot. Like the year, it was like 18 million gallons or something to maintain that. Like 46 bathrooms, built by the Prince of Brunei. This place is insane.
It's like a
dude.
palace.
99 Spanish Gate Drive.
This is a palace. Well, again, I mean, going back to it, this is just pretty incredible. And then we also had a $19 million sale at the Summit Club. So this is just one of many homes that have been closing in Las Vegas. So the luxury market is just going to keep climbing as, more jobs and opportunity, and people really start to flee Las Vegas. Los Angeles.
Yeah. Which is horribly sad, man, because the weather, you cannot beat the weather in Los
Yeah.
Angeles.
So let's jump into here real quick, because I like to do a little comparison, right? So if we're looking at median home prices, look at Anaheim. Anaheim, your average sale price or median home price is $881,544. That's up 8.5% just in the last year. So even though people are leaving, the property values over there they just keep going up, right? So let's compare this to a popular zip code here in Las Vegas.
89138.
89138, which is Summerlin. 731,539. So we're trailing a little bit behind, right? But you're still trading that equity when you sell your home in California. Coming over, you're walking over here with an extra $100,000.
Oh yeah,
surplus in your pocket, so to speak, right? Now let's go ahead and look at Henderson, which is 89044, which is a very popular zip code for single-family homes. 526,670, right? So now you have average about 300,000
of
surplus that you're walking over after you sell your home.
That's a lot of money, and that's up as well, almost a whole percentage point. Let's do 89138. I would say it's a little prude zip code. We're very proud of that zip code. Do like 89135.
89135. 655,000.
I'm telling you, 89138. Like
that's bougie, man.
They think they're those people. Yeah, that's interesting. What's 89052? That's a very actual huge zip code in Henderson.
It is 575. And then right over here right across the street from our office, we have a Skya. Well, this isn't really reflecting that because 89012 is a very large zip code as well. But as you can see, the property values
1,000 over here. Average.
Yeah, 89012.
This is a nice area. Very nice homes right outside, right down the street, Valley Verde. That's that's a beautiful drive. It is
beautiful with the parks, and then you see the backdrop of a Skya, McDonald Ranch, McDonald Highlands, all those multi-million-dollar homes right across the street. Green Valley. I mean, it's the district. It's a great area.
It is a great area.
We love it over here. But check this out. So Silver State Surge, Las Vegas, baby.
Okay.
The Move Buddha 2023 Nevada Migration Report. So check this out. Moving interest in Nevada remains strong in 2023. Look at this. California. Man, I think this whole state might just like crack off and just float into the sea.
Oceanfront property, baby. My dreams.
Man, our values are going to go up. And so look at this. Look how strong Nevada is, even compared to the rest of the country.
Yeah.
So people that are fleeing from California are either coming to Las Vegas or they're going to Texas in most cases. So Nevada ranks number 13 out of 51 nationally. That's incredible because when the market crashed here back in 08 and you had 9, 10, 11, 12, I mean, Nevada was dead last.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to move here. And now all of a sudden you see it's in such high demand, right? Number one is South Carolina.
Going back to what you said about 2008, I'm actually curious. I feel like, and I'm not sure, we'd have to look into this, but I think people were still moving here. They just weren't interested in buying homes because we had such a surplus of...
Yeah, I mean, this is a transient,
very,
very transient city because of the hotels and the pools and the opens and the closes. Yeah. So people come here, work seasonally.
Yeah.
But now a lot of people are just making this their home base.
Oh, yeah. It's a place to live.
Yeah.
It's a place to raise a family, believe it or not. Sin City.
It is. I think as they build out more developments, more master plans, they are going to start building a lot more schools. Like, for instance, where I live in Inspirada, they have Pinecrest, which is a charter school. They have Pinecrest just outside, which is a high school.
Yeah.
So it's elementary, middle school. Inside the master plan, it's outside of it, goes up to high school. And then they have a public school called Ellis, which is an elementary school.
Okay.
And they're supposed to be building another middle school and potentially a high school inside the master plan.
Wow.
So, of course, as they build more schools, more technology, better curriculum, better teachers.
Is Pinecrest, does that have all three campuses in the one area right there? Or
so they have the two that are in Inspirada, and then they have one that's outside. I want to say it's near Green Valley.
Okay. So we had a soccer game, my son's third grade soccer game at Pinecrest a week and a half ago. And dude, they must be expecting some huge growth out there because around the corner of that intersection, there's 3 gas stations. Right there at that intersection.
Yeah.
It's like, which one do I go to?
Volunteer and Raider Way.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, there's a Don Tortaco, which I got some taquitos from. And I'm like, dude, they're expecting some major growth out here. I think it's 2 Terribles and then like a Speedy Mart or something like that.
Yeah, so you have a Chevron and then 2 Speedy Marts. Dude, I know. And then inside, just about 2 miles down the road, there's a 7-Eleven gas station.
Really?
Swear to God.
Wow.
But what's really neat over there is they're building a major manufacturing facility. Are you familiar with Haas?
Haas, what do they make?
Haas is a major manufacturing. They major machine parts.
Okay.
But it's also Formula One. That's how most
okay,
people know.
I remember.
They're usually dead last.
Okay.
Right? If you watch Drive to Survive, they're always dead last. But they're building a 2 million square foot manufacturing facility, and it's going to employ over 2,500 people.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So there's a lot of stuff. And then we're going to have what the Durango Station is. They're building that hotel in Inspirata.
Yeah.
That's going to have, I want to say like 600 rooms or so.
Yeah.
Pool, obviously.
Yeah.
And restaurants, movie theater, bowling alley. So it's going to be
nice.
quite the place to be. I love Inspirata. It's great.
Those C-stores, they do a lot of research. So they know before they put a facility up. So they know what's going to happen. So if 3 of them decided to post up right there, there's going to be some major action going on in that area.
There is.
Wow.
So Pinecrest, the one that you went to, they just did an expansion.
Did they?
Yeah, so they're going to have more classrooms over there.
Oh, nice.
So, I love it, man. I love it. You know what? Kind of off topic. I don't know why it just came to me.
What is it?
But something really messed with me the other day.
What's that?
If a deaf person never heard language before, they don't know English, they don't know any other language, they've never heard before.
Okay.
What language do they think in?
Oh. That is crazy off the wall.
It's been bugging me the other day. Like since the other day. I heard it and I was like, wow.
Oh, gosh. Did you lose sleep over it?
I did.
Because I feel like now I'm going to.
Right? Do they hum?
Thanks, buddy.
Do they hum to themselves?
Poor. Okay, since we're off topic like that, actually, I just brought this up the other day when I was taking my son to school. Both my kids go to Durrell Academy, Red Rock. And just the drive up there is so beautiful because you have the Red Rocks behind it. And it's so beautiful. It's a beautiful morning and the clouds and the blue sky. And everything's blossoming right now, springtime, some crazy colors, purples and reds. It's like, oh my gosh, look at all of it. This is so beautiful. I said, have you ever seen those videos? It's me, my wife, and my son in the car. Have you ever seen those videos of the people who were born colorblind and they only saw black and white their whole life, and then they put these glasses on? And instantly they pop them off and they start crying.
Right.
Because it's just
like so overwhelming.
Yeah. And my son goes, those videos are so heartwarming. 8 years old.
Nice.
But seriously, the beauty. And when people hear it, it's probably beautiful as well.
Yeah.
But then have you ever seen the one video of it's supposed to be the guy, his wife, and the doctor? And he's like, and then the wife starts talking. He's like, turn it off.
Make it stop. He's like, why? What's wrong? He's like, you hear that?
That's got to be fake, right?
100%.
Okay.
I hope so. Poor guy.
Anyways.
Oh, my God. But anyways, put some thought into that. Let me know what you come up with.
Okay. I'll come up with, I will put some thought into it.
Well, getting back on topic to the real estate market, as we always talk about, I think there's a lot of growth in this market as we're seeing right now. I think there's a lot of opportunity for home buyers to get out there. Yeah. So I have a client, he's been with me for about a year now, finally came into town. I was with him all day yesterday. He just retired and his wife was like, hey, while you're down there, go look for homes.
Okay.
And we went around, went to Century Communities, went to Toll Brothers, Woodside Homes, and we saw a resale all in the Sky Canyon area. Okay. And I'll tell you what, it was like a revolving door. Oh. There were so many people walking in and out and touring the models.
Interesting.
So there's a lot of people out there.
Yeah.
They're hunting for the deals. And Toll Brothers at Montrose, they only have, I want to say 5 or 6 homes left. They'll be ready this summer.
Okay. And
they're offering some pretty decent incentives right now. Wow. Yeah.
And that is out in Sky Canyon.
Sky Canyon. Okay. I love that area.
It is very nice.
When I first moved out here 10 years ago, that didn't exist. Or they just started building it. Now you go out there and everything's so established and it's clean, it's quiet. You have those big mountains as your backdrop. You can see Mount Charleston, Lee Canyon, the Spring Mountains, just at a different elevation and topography. It's really nice.
It's very nice. And like you said, very quiet. Mm-hmm. Very quiet. Nice area. What else we got to cover, boss?
That is it for the market update.
Okay.
Unless you want to dive into some other homes here. But I think that is going to give us a wrap. Again, just going back here to this little graph right here, as we see this uptick, this is really positive news. And no matter what the talking heads say on TV, they're typically broad stroking it on the national average on what homes, how long they're sitting on the market for, what home buyers are thinking, so to speak. But, again, since we are so close to California and the West Coast states, a lot of people are migrating this way, as you can see. I mean, again, Nevada is one of the hottest states where people are relocating to. So, people always bring it up. Hey, do you feel as if this market's going to crash like it did in 08? No chance. I mean, people are pulling their money out of the market, their 401k, or they're just sitting on some cash, selling their houses. Even people that are moving from California and they're fleeing that state for so many different reasons, the home values are still climbing fast. Yeah. So as people are leaving this state and they're going to California, because it does say that here. It does say that. With trend, Nevada ratio, okay, wait, hold on. Moving interest. This is the Golden State accounted for a staggering 29.72% of all moving interest in Nevada so far in 2023. Wow. So 30% of the people that are moving here are from California.
Interesting.
And Texas. Texas accounted for 8.5%.
Okay.
But people from Nevada are moving to California. So it's like that revolving door. People think, oh my God, let me get out of here and go to the beach. And then they live there for a certain amount of time. They're like, yeah, I'm good. I'm out. Yeah. I'm going back to Las Vegas.
Yeah, we'll visit.
Yeah.
We'll visit. Especially with the Joey's bullet train.
That's dude, $400 round trip tickets
crazy.
On the bullet train from Rancho Cucamonga to Las Vegas. It's a round trip ticket. It will cost you $400.
I'm going to go to Rancho Cucamonga. I'm going to plan a family trip.
Okay.
Weekend. Check out Rancho Cucamonga. See what can be done in that area. Okay. And then maybe it's worth it. I don't know. Maybe there's something we're overseeing in Rancho Cucamonga.
I don't know. Well, the point of it is, if you're a young family, how do you budget to come to Las Vegas on a train that's going to be $400 per ticket? You have $1,600. You have a family of four, $1,600 to take a train to Las Vegas, and then the hotel and the food and everything else. Or do you just jump in your car and spend, $100 on gas?
Yeah, I need to look into that. There's got to be a video on YouTube somewhere where, the CEO is talking about the vision of this and what it's meant for, because I don't get it.
I don't see it.
Yeah.
I mean, I would just rather buy a one-way ticket on, what's it called? Jet Suite X.
Oh, now you're talking.
Right?
Yeah.
Now we're talking. We're talking, baby.
Just drive, baby.
Yes, sir. But yeah, that's it. That's the market update for Las Vegas. Boom. That was March 2023. And just a little reminder out there for all you California folks that are moving from California to Las Vegas. Don't forget while you're moving to the state.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Leave the California stuff in California and enjoy your life in Nevada.
Yeah.
Yeah. Enjoy the lower taxes, the lower property value or taxes, and obviously the cost of living here is a lot less expensive, right?
That's great advice.
Just leave it in California.
Don't
bring it here.
Overall, everyone, just enjoy your life. It's hard to hear, but it's the truth. You're not that important. None of us are. It's not that big of a deal.
It isn't.
All we need to do is wake up, roll with the punches as they come in, smile a little bit more, be a little bit nicer, and try to do better, make the world a better place.
I agree. And all right, that wraps up our podcast. Make sure you tune in next week for a brand new episode. We might have a special guest, so stay tuned. Again, my name is Joey Andron.
I'm Chance Vanek.
We are with Simply Vegas Real Estate here in Henderson, Nevada. If you guys are looking to make a move or transition here to Las Vegas, make sure you reach out to us. All of our contact information is below. Until next time, we'll see you on the next episode. Peace.
Peace.
Your lunch is ready. 461.
So mean. The girls are so mean. And like,
It might not be very strong.
The squirrel just left. Daddy, we need to fry.
they have the best.
How is it? Really?
Yeah, they did say that.
Let me see, buddy. Hand me that. Hand me that bad boy. Let me see. It really doesn't matter what it tastes like with a view like this.
You'll never eat it.
Crystal Cove CDM,
Crystal Cove. Crystal
Laguna
Cove.
Beach, wherever.
Yep.
Can't beat the view.
No, look at this. Are you videoing this?
Oh yeah. Cheers.
What